This is the aerial view of a Gus rocket flying over top of the plains. Looks like a jet, a little. Come on. Okay. It's set. No, Gus, let's go inside. Gus, inside. Come on, inside. Inside, let's go. Inside, inside. Nope, inside. Let's go inside. Sit. Okay. I don't want to play that game with him today. It's Saturday after Thanksgiving, and it's November 25th, and we're talking about St. Catherine of Alexandria. This is apocryphal, so I think what we're saying is the basis of this is true. There may be some embellishment. I hesitate to say that. That's with an asterisk, but just to give the definition of apocryphal. She was born in nobility. She was learned in science and oratory. She was a convert to Christianity after receiving a vision. At 18, during a time of persecutions, at 18, she offered to debate pagan philosophers. Okay, let's go. Inside. Inside. She offered to debate pagan philosophers. Immediately upon debating with her, they converted and were martyred immediately. This was the year 305. In the year or just before 305. I'm never sure what prior and I always confuse those. Prior and Antes. Anyway, during the persecutions of Maximus. Interesting sidebar. Christians died for their faith rather than renouncing it. Israelis and Jews are still being killed for their faith by Muslims. Muslims kill for their faith. Christians die for their faith. God as Father for the Christian who loves his children versus God as slave owner who is the master of his children for the Muslim. So just a way to see their different perspectives. No wonder if the Muslims look at God as master and slave and continue to enslave people in parts of the Middle East and Africa, wherever they can, really, wherever they can, they will do it. If that's their mindset, I didn't mean to go here. If that's their mindset, then you can see why they will kill and enslave supposedly in the name of their religion. And the Christians die in the name of their religion, a loving God who is the Father and wanting to please their Father. So anyway, back to Catherine. She was scourged and imprisoned. This would, I guess, have been the Roman Empire doing this. So not to give the impression that this was Islam, since that didn't even get invented until the 600s. She was imprisoned, scourged. The empress and the leader of the army heard about her and were so amazed about Catherine that they went to prison to see her and hear her. They were converted. The empress and the leader of the army were converted, and they were instantly martyred. They were martyred. Maximus ordered her to be put on the wheel, hence I think this may have been the one who the Catherine wheel is named for. I'm not sure. Probably not. But anyway, there is something called the Catherine wheel. When she touched it, the wheel was destroyed. She was then beheaded and her body whisked away by angels. She was very popular during the Middle Ages. She was reported to be a divine advisor to St. Joan of Arc. So, in other words, I guess she would have been in visions to St. Joan. She had a reputation for learning and wisdom, hence she's the patron of libraries, librarians, teachers, and archivists. Due to her debating skills and persuasive language, she is the patron of lawyers. And due to her torture on the wheel, she's actually also the intercession to people who work with wheels and tires, so tire mechanics. She's one of the 14 holy helpers. Look that up. They're basically 14 different saints that help you with afflictions and something else. I forget their affliction, their specialty. So on today, let's remember in November to continue to pray for the souls in purgatory and get them out as quickly as we can so they can be with God. And believe me, they'll be thankful. And also, let's continue to remember the saints that we're talking about each saint day of November. Well, not each, but on some of the saint days. On the days of November, we're talking about the saints. Today, St. Catherine of Alexandria. Also, today is the feast of St. Peter of Alexandria. Roughly the same time. Around 311, I think he died. He was okay, anyway, we'll talk about him. But let's remember we focused on some lady saints this week and last week and the week before. So let's remember Catherine of Alexandria, and let's pray that she would give wisdom and counsel and learning to all women, especially in regards to their judgment of voting against abortion, and their good judgment for the future mothers and the mothers who exist now, who are making are teaching the morals and the everyday way to live for children to be moral children, and then adults, and then citizens, to make our country stronger, not weaker, as we've become. It's interesting that as we're losing God and we're losing the belief in God, we're also losing our morals, we're also losing our sanity. We're also saying a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy. We're saying things like a man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman, which is just bizarre, since everyone knows marriage is the union in sight of your country, and in a case of a sacramental marriage, your God and the church, for a man and a woman to care for each other and care for whatever offspring come. Hence, a man and a man. That's just not possible. So let's pray for wisdom, and let's ask St. Catherine and all the other lady saints from last week and the week before to guide and counsel and women today.